Okay, this video is for Thomas, and he is interested in getting a Singer 29, which is this top feed walking foot boot patching type sewing machine. This one happens to be a 29K70. So what that means is that it has the short arm, and it takes the small bobbins and small hook and small needle plate and stuff. I've never seen any of the larger ones in person, but the manuals for these cover the 29, K70, 71, 72, 73, and they make mention of those different parts. There's also just the older 29, and I think ones came after that, have similar nomenclature. Okay, so he asked, is there something you want to look out for when purchasing these machines? Because obviously you can't get them new. This is from March of 1940 based on its serial number here. Echo Charlie is the prefix. Okay, and yes, there are some things you want to look for. So if it's on a table like this, there's some stuff you can look at in terms of the treadle, but I'm not an expert at that, so I'm going to let somebody else jump in if they want to go that route. I'll just focus on the machine. So with my machine, when I got it, it had a broken hook slash bobbin case. Okay, and so this bag's marked not serviceable, and that's because the hook that came with the machine, which holds the bobbin case, you can see the tip is broken off right there. So it would still sort of sew sometimes, but not really. So that was, a need to replace. And so I went on eBay, and I think Evernice was the eBay seller, but they sell these replacement hooks. So now I have 3 because there's a new one in the machine and then 2 of these spares. And when you get the hook, buy them with bobbins. And you need to do that because there is a dimensional difference between the old hook and the original bobbins and all the new hooks in the aftermarket bobbins, okay? So this is my bag of like useless stuff now. I guess these are original bobbins, so if somebody needs one of those, I can mic them out and give them dimensions so they are guaranteed they will fit. But my recommendation is just to purchase brand new available spare hooks. So look out for that, because the machine might still sew, but it will be obvious. Other than that, I can just show you some of the damage on my machine. So back here, this boss that would keep this the take-up arm, it's broken on the back, and it's not consequential, but clearly this machine was dropped at some point. And then things you want to look out for, you want to make sure your machine has one of these to thread it right down through there. I use 135 by 17 needles. I like smaller sizes, size 18 with number 69 bonded nylon thread. You can go bigger. Like I have some huge beefy needles, but yeah, I guess it depends on what you want to do. And then 135 by 16, those are the chisel point for leather. So I mean, if you do leather, obviously you want those. Some of the mods I've done to the machine, mine, I keep the hand wheel on the side. I run it off the treadle, and the component that you could mount the hand wheel here, I've replaced that with a ram ball mount, so I can mount like a tablet or a phone up here to play a podcast or whatever while I'm sewing. And other little accessories I think you'd want to look at for these is to see about getting spare feet. Both of my feet have serrations on the bottom, so it's not even like I have 2 different functionalities. But yeah, if you wanted a non-marking foot, you would want to have a second one you can grind down or whatever. The table, there's a table that can clip into here, and it stands down onto the stand. I'll end up making myself one of those. If the seller has that, obviously that's going to improve the value. But yeah, they're pretty shit simple. Like down in here, want to make sure that's obviously clean because that is what operates the take up arm. I pulled this one basically out of a barn. So yeah, they can sort of come in any condition. Anyways, hopefully that was useful for you, and good luck with your machine.